Okay, smile again.
Thank you.
One more time. One more time. Okay, beautiful. Thank you.
All right, Alex. So
Thank
Alex
you.
is wearing the cap of she's representing the gods of the internet today. So if there's any technical thing, we know who to hold responsible, right?
Yeah.
All right. I want to introduce our director of well, she's not here today, but Priya is our sorry, director of community. Harini, she's here today, and she'll be coming up later on to take over another section. And then we also have the director of events, Rita. She's here with us, wave so we can see you, Rita.
Royal wave.
Okay, so before we move on, I want to know, why are you here today? Put it in the chat. What brought you here today? Is it for the community, the networking, visibility, collaboration, personal growth, or just out of curiosity? Let's have that in the chat. And yeah, please don't be shy to use your emojis. Just give me the thumbs up, the love, the smiley.
I would like to speak first for a very special reason. I love
Okay, Frankie is, to meet spectacular women. Okay, okay. For Lisa, it's to connect with other women, aren't we all? Oh, Deliso says to see our beautiful faces. Well, thank you. That's adorable. And Rita, out of love to every woman here today. I'm always excited, to come in to share and to see our beautiful faces, to learn from each other and to keep building and growing
Oh
together.
no, oh no. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to welcome our founder, Alex Okoroji, who's going to share the story behind the Power of 10. Alex, over to you.
Thank you, Vanessa. And as always, I'm very excited every time we get a chance to get together. So I want to acknowledge everyone, our Ivy League partners, our advisory council, our executive team, the co-founders, our members, allies, champions, Vanguard. And I know more people are going to join in as time, we're only 14 minutes in. But I want to say welcome to everyone. Today's a celebration. It's a celebration of connection. It's a celebration of possibility, and most importantly, a celebration of women who choose to open doors for other women. Now, I thought about making this very formal, but no, I'm not going to, because I kind of wanted to get really into the story of why we're doing this. Um, I'm so happy to see each of you here, whether you've been part of the G Women Collective from the beginning or you just joined us recently. I want you to know that your presence matters. You are part of something that's much bigger than any one person, platform, or even any other programs that we're creating. You're part of a big mission, a movement. People often ask, why we created G Woman Media, why we created G Woman, why we created the G Woman Collective. And the answer is quite simple. Over the years, through my work in media, entertainment, communication, leadership, and advocacy, I've had the privilege of meeting extraordinary women from all over the world. Women with brilliant ideas, women with incredible talents, women with inspiring stories. I even had to recognize that in myself as well. Women building businesses, leading communities, raising families, changing industries, and of course, creating impact. And yes, I noticed something. So many of us women are doing remarkable things, but then we're doing them alone, right? Many of us isolated in our own silos, building what we're building. Many lacked visibility. Many didn't have access to networks, opportunities, resources, and relationships that could help them go further. And I kept thinking to myself, asking what would happen if these women came together and could find one another, irrespective of what we're building, irrespective of what we're creating. What would happen if we intentionally created a space where gifted, genius, and game-changing women could connect, collaborate, and grow together? That question became G Woman. It became the G Woman Collective. Not just a media company, not just a magazine or a radio station or a television platform, but an ecosystem all connected together. A place where women can be seen, where their voices can be heard, where opportunities can be shared, where collaborations can be born, and where no woman has to build her dreams in isolation. That is the vision behind the G Women Collective. The collective is the heartbeat of everything we're doing in G Women Media. It is where relationships become partnerships, where conversations become collaborations, where introductions become opportunities, and where individual success becomes collective impact. Because what I've learned is that the most powerful resources um, in the world is not just, it's not money, it's not the technology, it's not even the information that we pass on, it's the people. People are the most powerful resources, and the right relationship can change everything. One introduction can open a door, one conversation can spark an idea, one connection can create an opportunity that changes someone's life. And I've seen it play out. People have been instrumental to my own growth. They've been instrumental to what we've been creating together with our shared responsibility, shared leadership, shared ownership structure. Now, this brings me to the power of 10. At first glance, it sounds like a simple challenge, just invite 10 women, but it actually is much bigger than that. Power of 10 is about multiplication. It's about understanding that impact expands when it is shared. One woman invites 10, those 10 invite 10 more. Those women invite 10 more. And before long, what started as one act of generosity becomes a network of support, encouragement, opportunity, and empowerment that reaches far beyond anything one person could actually achieve on their own. But here's what excites me most: the real power isn't just in the numbers, the power is in the invitation. Because every invitation says, I see you, I believe in you, I think you belong in this room. And sometimes that belief is exactly what another woman needs. Never underestimate the power of being the person who opens the door. And there are many of us here. Many of us here have introduced someone either to the Ivy League or into the community. And that's what we want to celebrate. Because every one of us might be able to think back to a moment when somebody gave us an opportunity. Somebody recommended us, someone introduced us, someone believed in us before we fully believed in ourselves. And so today we want to have that opportunity to become that person for somebody else. That is what we call the ripple effect. One invitation, one connection, one opportunity, one woman opening the door for 10 more. And those 10 women opening the door for others. And this is how movement grows. This is how communities thrive. This is how legacies are built. And before I close this, I want to recognize two remarkable women who have already embodied the spirit of Power of 10 campaign that we started. Now, these women didn't simply just hear the vision, they acted on it, they showed up, they engaged, they connected, and they helped strengthen this community through their leadership and participation. So today I'm delighted to announce our first two G Women ambassadors. Now, this is separate from our advisory council. These are our members who have been actively engaged in helping us grow. So our first ambassador is Dr. Ninda Sidana. I don't know if she's here yet, but Dr. Ninda has demonstrated extraordinary enthusiasm, generosity, and commitment to helping women discover and engage with our community. And we're so excited to have her in our space. Now, through her efforts, she has not only earned the Super Connector badge, but several other additional badges for her recognition and for the work that she does. And so when you see those badges in the community space, they're not decoration. They literally reiterate the amount of engagement, the work that you're doing, and the effort that you're placing to bringing women together. So, Dr. Nida, thank you for believing in our vision and for helping us expand our reach through your authentic connection and, of course, community building. So please join me in celebrating Dr. Aninda. I don't know if she's here, but I just wanted to share that. Now, our second ambassador is Emma O'Donnell from the United Kingdom. Now, Emma has consistently shown what it means to nurture relationships, support fellow members, and strengthen the fabric of our community. For her contributions, she has earned the Community Builder badge, as well as, an event like so many other badges that you can check on her profile if you're inside the community. So I want to say thank you to Emmer for the warmth, the generosity, the spirit of collaboration you bring to the German Collective. And I want to ask you all to please join me in celebrating Emmer as well. So to both our ambassadors, thank you for leading by example. And here's what's important about this. This isn't just a recognition. We plan to, for the ambassadors, upgrade them. We are upgrading Dr. Ninder from her champion tier to a Vanguard, and of course, upgrading Emma as well to the champion tier. And it comes with other, benefits as well, including a feature in the magazine, as well as the radio, and some other things that we will share later on, just not to keep this going too long. So I want to say to everyone here today, remember this: the future of this community will not be built by one woman. It will be built by all of us. It will be built by every single one of us who choose to lift one another, connect one another, and create opportunities for one another. Sorry. that ripple effect starts with us, and that invitation starts with us. So thank you for being part of this journey. And I'm so glad that you all are here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. This community will be built by the collaborative effort of everyone. And we're seeing that from you being here and for the work that you have all put together to ensure that we are growing. Thank you, Alex. I'm going to call on our Director of Community, Harini, to take over for the Speed Connections. Pretty excited.
Yay. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Appreciate that. This is a very exciting part. So I think we are all here, especially to network with each other. So I would love to go around the room and I'd like you all to take a brief moment to introduce yourself. Just, I'll pop in the questions for you on the chat, but what do you do and what are you building today? And what support are you looking for right now? So if you can answer these three questions for me, that'll be amazing. I will call out based on what I see on my screen here. And I'm going to start with Yasmin.
Hello, everyone. I'm talking to you from London. I'm a psychologist and very pleased to be here and listening to all this wonderful stuff. It's the first time I'm joining, so I'm very curious at the moment. I hate to describe myself as my profession. I think my best role is like most mothers is being a mother, although they're adults, but they've been the greatest challenge, blessing, joy of my life. And since they've grown and gone, I've got a lot more time on my hand to network and to get to know people. What do I want to achieve from this? At the moment, I'm curious. I just want to get to know other people and be inspired by other women. I just think there's just on this call, I can clearly see people from all over the world, and I just like to learn about everybody. So do I have a goal right now? No. I'm sure I'm going to be inspired by you ladies. Thank you, Harini.
Sure, Yasmin, I'm happy to have us join here. We do have quite a bit of presence from the psychology community, so I'm sure you'll find a lot of peers here and grow your community even beyond that. Thank you. I will go with Lisa next. Lisa.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lisa Funnell. I am the Director of Communications here at G Women Media. I'm an author, I'm a storyteller, and I love having the opportunity to be able to share the narrative of G Women Media. Why am I here? Because I heard the call and I answered it. And I wanted to be part of an organization that is women focused, women directed, and that supports other women in really sharing their vision and telling their story. So that's me in a nutshell.
And you just got a new contract.
And I just got a new book contract, and I've been working very hard on my book and editing it and re-editing it and then re-editing what I edited. And eventually I'm just going to have to put it down and just, I'm under a deadline and hand it in, but we're still in the editing and re-editing phase. So it's a really exciting process to be able to share your ideas and make your book as me as possible. And that's really like the output that I want here at G1 Media, is for us to be really amplifying the voices of women to be able to tell their me stories and share them with the world. So this is just a really exciting time to be part of G Women Media.
For sure, Lisa. And that reminds me, one of our members who I don't see here on the call today, she is an author herself, and she has invited other immigrant women who have immigrated to a new foreign land to build an anthology series with her. And so it was, an interesting outreach. And I think women are creating opportunities for other women. I personally was interested. I'm an immigrant myself, so it kind of, takes me to the space of becoming an author. So we all create those opportunities for each other, right? Awesome. All right, and Emma, go for it.
So before I talk about me, Lisa, what's your book about?
I'm working on is called The Bond Girl Phenomenon from Spectacle to Subject, and it brings together 20 years worth of my research on the subject and put it together in a synthetic monograph and updating all the work. And it's really studying 25 years, 25 films and 60 years of the franchise.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
It's a
When's it
lot.
out?
I probably 2027. I think my deadline to hand in the manuscript is gonna be August the 1st, but I plan on having it in July 1st and trying to
Wow.
get
Of course
this
you
thing
do.
pumped out as quickly as possible.
Right. So okay. I'm really delighted to know that, and congratulations. It's such a big thing to create a book. So I'm Emer O'Donnell. I'm founder of Teen Reconnect. I'm a coach and a trainer. I have a background in psychology. I worked in business for 20 odd years, and I just love to build things. When there's a problem, I just love to be able to solve it. And so that I've always been really lucky in my work to be able to do that. And I guess my vision now is that we have created environments around our children, particularly young people, and they're showing up with mental health problems at 15 years old. And if you put someone in a new environment, you have to give them new tools in order to be able to navigate it. And what I'm seeing at the moment is like a perfect storm where we've not given the personalized tools that young people need to be able to navigate the world. And I believe we've created all this already for elite sports stars and senior leaders, and it's about repurposing that stuff. But I also think it's super important that we train the adults who are alongside them, because so many of them are struggling to help them change their internal story, which often isn't a positive one, because they're losing their identity in the world that we're in, and we need to give them the space and time to be able to reconnect with their authentic selves. And there's lots of other reasons why I believe we have a perfect storm at the moment, but I think we can create a more conscious generation, and it'll have to be more about not who's going to give me a job, but what is it that I can create in the world that I want to bring to the world. And we have to give them the tools to be able to do that, because I just think they're all filled with natural talent and strength. And I think we'll create a better world off the back of that if they are conscious. So I work with parents, I work with young people, and I have trained youth workers in the methodology I have. I'm also rebuilding something that I built, but because it's always so important in business, you're in the right partner, but you have the right partner, and there's been a bit of a falling out. And so if there was something out there that I wanted in the world, I am building a new psychometric with somebody who's a partner in South Africa. And we're now going to be looking for funding to be able to rebuild that, what I call the well-tech diagnostic that empowers every young person to know they operate under the bonnet. Because if we start with truth, then we can dispel the myth of unhealthy stories. So does that make sense? Okay, thank you very much.
Absolutely, and I could
Can I
relate
just
to that.
jump in here for 1 second, Harini? Because I
Yes.
think Emer said one thing that is really important, excuse me, not for just the children and the parents, but for G Woman as well. And what you said, Emer, was don't ask me what you can do for me, ask what I can do for you. And that's what G Woman, that's what that, we have these platforms and we want women to say, what can I do for me? And what can I do for all of you? And not what can G Woman do for me? And I think that's really, really important, because we want them to build with us and not just wait for us to hand things to them on a silver platter.
So I was just going to say one thing. They say that the ultimate happiness is where we can find our purpose and then use that purpose to serve somebody else. And exactly. I absolutely believe our children need to be given the tools, and they deserve to get the tools to be able to access that.
Agreed. I agree with you 100%.
Thanks for pitching in there, Frankie. Yes, and I do agree. I'm a mom of a teen myself, so I can completely relate to that struggle, as well as I like how you're taking it to the data-driven way of those psychometric evaluations. So I'm sure, that's going to really speak to your clients as well.
And she's looking for volunteers, adult volunteers as well, right, Emer? Good. What do you call
there's
them?
any teens out there at the moment that we're developing this new psychometric, and we have to test and validate it now. I know exactly what's got to go into it because I know what the other one was. I have to recreate it, which is fine. Yeah, so anyone who knows teens out there that would like to do it, it's literally it's a 10-minute questionnaire, and then what we promise at the end of it, once we've created the new psychometric, is that we will do a full assessment. And I don't mean it to be assessment as if there's something wrong with you. What we're doing is we're going to help you explore and understand who you are. So that's the benefit, but that may not happen for 6 months or a little while. But if what kids can do now is help other children, because I want coaching to be accessible, affordable, and scalable.
Yeah.
And I want to create an army of good adults in communities
Mhm.
so that, every kid can get this.
That's powerful. Thank you so much, Mar.
So roll out your
Definitely.
kids if you want them to be
Yeah,
part of
actually,
this.
and feel free to post about that in our community as well. I'm sure there's a lot of moms out there, and maybe even they can talk to their teens to see if they are interested in bringing
Sure.
them in. So yeah, I'll definitely look forward to that post as well, and I'll have a chat with my own team here to see if he's interested.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
Sure. All right. So Deborah, I see you next on my screen.
Hi, everybody. It's so good to see all of you. And you know what, I get inspired. Every time I make a meeting, you guys just inspire me to be a better person. I am thrilled to tell you guys. So I just turned 70 and retired from 42 years of teaching. I have been teaching playwriting and improv, very blessed to teach at USC and the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. And now I'm starting to do my own thing. I have literally directed over 800 original autobiographical solo plays where my students and some talented professionals have written about themselves. And now I just want to inspire, especially women, to know that it's just never too late. Okay. I'm finally getting to my own career. I'll show you something if you don't mind my pajama bottoms.
Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Whew. I love it. Look at Elizabeth.
So that's a bona fide
Movie.
movie poster. It's a movie that I wrote, directed, and play Lorraine, an aging alcoholic stripper. And guys, we submitted for one film festival just off the start to try. And of course, we did it here in Los Angeles because that's where our cast and our crew are. And we got in. And it's the Dances with Films Festival on Hollywood Boulevard at the world famous Chinese Theater. So you
Yay.
can imagine my mind is blown. It's a dream come true. And after doing hopefully some more festivals in California and across the country, we would like to go around the world. And part of what I would love to do is have people in cities that where we can connect, and after the movie have writing workshops. Because I've taught playwriting in a women's prison, and I truly know that when we share our stories, bridges are built. So after screenings, if I can have I would do this for free, having writing workshops, because the movie is about haters coming together. It's about the church folks in this small town hating the strippers in the cantina. And they actually come together through sharing stories. And my daughter's in the movie and my granddaughter's in the movie. So I'm just really jazzed right now, guys. I'm so happy. And I'm hoping to just have each of you know that if there's something that you want to do in the back of your mind, and it seems like climbing a damn mountain, which is what making a movie is, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. So I'm here to get inspiration. I'm also here to inspire you. And I continue to be honored to be part of this group. And and Alex and Frankie asked me to be chair of the advisory board. So I am here in that way as well to help. I just would love to mentor anybody, and feel free to call on me, guys. Yeah.
First, it's a fabulous movie. I love it so much. It's so great. And your daughter is so talented. What a great singer. Wow.
Isn't
It
she?
just ran through, it ran through all the matrical line. I'm sure your granddaughter is too.
She's 3 now, and she's a darling. Yeah.
She is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Yeah. Love it. Can't wait for everybody to see it.
Yeah, we should have a watch party. What
We
do you think,
should.
Deborah?
I would love that. So whenever that fits into
We
the
have to. Yeah.
Yeah, we would love that. That would be nice.
You know, the making of the movie is one thing. The writing of the movie is another thing, but raising the money was the hardest thing. Right?
Yes. It's just, I would call it this. I've summed it up. It's a miracle of sheer willpower. Okay. That's what it is.
Love it.
You
Well,
continue
happy
to inspire us,
belated
Deborah,
birthday
for
again.
sure. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that, Deborah. Thank you so much for, being who you are, inspiring us. I've seen you and learned about your story along the way in several other meetings. So really glad that you're here with us and being our chair, looking
Thank
up to
you.
your mentorship as well.
Thanks, Harini.
Yes. Ala, I know you're not on camera. Are you able to speak?
Yes, I am
She
back.
You are.
Thank you so much, Harini. And hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm Ala, and I'm a holistic well-being specialist. And I also am a founder of Ala Yoga Therapy. I'm currently based in Mauritius. I'm a globetrotter, I could say. I've had few careers. I've lived in different places, and I wanted to comment on Emer's talk about mental well-being for the children. I used to work with children for 10 years when I lived in Australia, and for the last 3.5 years, I have been contributing to establishing Abias Institute of Universal Awareness here in Mauritius, and expanding further, which focuses on mental well-being for all. And there are different segments, and some segments are there for the mental health for the children and youth. So I would love to talk maybe to Emma afterwards and see how we can help. It resonates very much what she's mentioned, living life more consciously, educating the adults. So this is what we focus on with the Institute. And for me personally, I focus my work on women's mental and physical well-being through yoga therapy and Ayurvedic frameworks. So here I am to connect with everyone and to get to know all of you on a deeper level, beyond even our roles and identities. So I'd like to know who you are deep inside, and just get to know you and learn about you all. And thank you so much for giving women voices. It means a lot. It feels good to connect and to have the support of everyone. I think it's important in nowadays world to come together like this. So I thank you all for building the platform like this, and for having me on it. It's an honor and a privilege, and I'm looking forward to all the new connections. So thank you so much.
It's amazing, Ala. Thank you so much for being here and making time for this event today. Really appreciate you here.
Pleasure, Harini.
Yes, I think I see Nana on my screen next.
Everyone, it's really good to see everyone here this afternoon. My name is Nana Karikari. I am the Director of Programming here at G Woman Media. Currently, my focus is to create a high quality, actually original content that resonates with women all around and especially every one of us here. So it's good to see you, and please reach out with any support that you can provide to our team. Glad to be here.
Thank you, Nana. Appreciate all you do for Vijay Media. Thank you.
Sure.
And I see Clara.
Clara, are you there?
You there? Okay, we'll come back to Clara then. Mayuri?
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mayuri Naidu. I'm a co-founder here at G Women Media. I'm from South Africa. I am an actor. Deborah, I'm so excited to hear all this incredible news about your film. You deserve all the accolades you're going to receive. We must talk more about you coming to DIF here in South Africa. I think that would be incredible. I too have a movie. I didn't write it, but I was in it. And we are currently screening at the film festival that is in Australia and New Zealand. So if anyone is there, please go and see our film. It's called Lucky Fish. It's a heartwarming little film. It's also on Amazon Prime. And I'm very, very proud of it. Currently, I am working on a few things. We are busy doing verticals at the moment. If anyone knows about verticals, they are the next biggest thing in our industry. So we're jumping on that bandwagon. I'm developing a whiskey. I'm building my brand. But the thing that I'm really excited about being a part of G Women is just the support, the encouragement, the collaboration, just looking at these powerhouse women that we have, from our allies to our vanguards to our champions to our Ivy League. They are all incredible, to our executive team. I mean, you inspire me every single day in some small way. So thank you all. I'm so honored to be here. It's such a privilege to be a part of this in some small way. And I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you better.
Thank you so much, Mayuri.
I heard
the movie in Amazon Prime. I didn't know it was on there, so definitely go check that out. Lucky Fish, right?
Lucky Fish.
Yes,
We had a watch party and it was
Such a
really
good
good.
movie.
We had a fun watch party with Lucky Fish, and it's hard to get it off your mind. I heard whiskey. That's what I heard. Whiskey.
Yes, I am. I'm busy developing a whiskey brand, hopefully it'll take a little while, but that's the aim. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay. Love it.
Love it.
Okay. Seems like Clara's back
Thank
on.
you.
Yes. Hey, Clara. Would you like to do
Hey
a quick-
everyone.
Yes.
Apologies. We're having an unseasonably hot day here in the UK, and I've gone to get some water. So apologies if you had called my name earlier. Okay, so quickly introduce myself. My name's Clara Rufai. I'm known as the Shine Strategist. So as the Shine Strategist, my work has always been about helping people recognize and protect and express their brilliance, right? And now, as co-founder and vice president at G Woman Media, guess what? I get to do that on a global platform through media, through storytelling, through visibility and women's leadership. And I can't tell you how excited I am about that. Now, I'm also a trained lawyer. That's my background, 3 decades in as a lawyer. And at the moment, though, my work sits kind of at the intersection of, I would say, financial protection, media, women's leadership, which has always been a big thing for me, and also, in a way, purpose-driven storytelling. So in simple terms, I help people protect what matters. I help women amplify their voices, and I help people shine with intention. And here in the G Woman ecosystem, why am I here? I'm here simply because I believe that powerful women should not have to build alone. The power is in the room. The power is in the numbers. I believe we need rooms where every single one of us is seen, heard, celebrated, connected, and elevated. But think how much more powerful that can be when we all work together, bond together, feel each other, raise each other, set each other's crowns, and all the things that women do really, really well. So for me, G Woman Media is that room, is that space, is that, what did we used to call it now? That epicenter, that space where women are not meant to shrink, a space where women don't just network, but we multiply impact. And so that's why I'm very proud of what we're doing today, first of its kind, but just taking a moment to formally celebrate every single woman who has invited another woman to come into the community, to connect, to contribute, to collaborate, and to just help create that ripple effect. We want more and more of this. So I'm here, I'm super excited, I was going to say excited, and I was going to say scratch that. I am super excited about what the future holds. And I'm right here and I'm saying, bring it on. And I'm so honored to be able to do this with all of you women here.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Clara. Krista, are you on? I know you had something going on parallelly. If not, we'll come back to you again.
If I may say something, can I say something, Harini?
Yes.
No, I wanted to, first of all, just use the opportunity to quickly thank everyone who's here now. And why this is important is because I know we have a community of members, different types of members. And I know women are so busy, right? Our lives are busy. We've got stuff we're doing. Sometimes we are committed or overcommitted to different things. And we every time we show up and we do things like this, we do this because we have to continue to remind ourselves why we're doing this. As Clara was talking, and it continues to dawn on me every time we get together that G Woman is really a function of all of us, the contributions of everyone. G Woman isn't just my idea or one person's idea. It's really the contribution of every single one of us. We come in together, we building together. Sometimes we sit in our meetings, hours just talking on how we want to do so much more and pour back into others. But also I continue to be grateful for the women who said yes, because it's one thing to have an idea and it's another thing for women to say, you know what, let's do it, let's rock, let's do this together. And so I really want to thank the co-founders who've come in. I want to thank the advisory council. I want to thank the Ivy League, everyone who's invested, who said, you know what, I believe in this. I want to back this up with something, I'm ready to go. And this is a marathon, not a sprint, right? So, and that's one of the reasons why when we do things, whether people show up or they don't, we know their hearts are here because we see when they show up in different phases, during different things. Everyone can be at everything all of the time, right? So we continue to remind ourselves that we have a community of women who, when they need to contribute, they do contribute at the time that they want to contribute, and we hold that space, without discourage. We don't feel like, oh yeah, we threw a welcome party, but we know that we have the members are there. We know the Ivy League partners are there. We know that they're building, and what we've created is the kind of space that is not in competition with whatever else you're building outside of it. Instead, it is the space that cements, that encourages you to keep building. For example, I think the first time I met Frankie was when did I meet Frankie? I can't remember how long how long ago.
Do you mean
It's a long
physically? Do you mean physically or?
I don't know how long ago.
I think
And
you
it's
were,
funny.
we were like 32 maybe, or I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember how. Yeah, but I was in Nigeria. And just to make you understand that even when we're not physically in the same space, the people across the screen from you are still real. This is as real as it gets. Because sometimes we all want to be in the same space and hug each other, and we look forward to doing that in March. But other times I tell people that yes, people can have, I know there's something called the virtual fatigue, right? Where people are tired of, sitting on screen and Zoom and all of that. But this is also as real as it gets. I knew Frankie for many years before I actually met her in person. In fact, the first time Frankie and I actually met in person might have been like, what, 10 years after? I can't remember how long after in person. But it really did not make a difference. It didn't feel new. It didn't feel any type of way because it just felt like this is someone I had been talking to. I remember when I first met Clara as well, there people will continue to meet and build, and we can't wait to be in the same space. So I want to say thank you to everyone because you could be anywhere else and you're here for whatever reason, whether you're just curious, whether you are being part of this, whether you're building. I know that this is something that is going to generate a lot for everyone because I really truly believe in the power of connection. I believe in the power of collaboration. I mean, G-Woman is a testament to collaboration and connection. We could never do this if we didn't trust each other, have faith in each other, believe that we could do this, whether we lived in different parts of the world, in different industries. Clara's a lawyer. Frankie's in the media. We've had women in real estate. We have women in every field you can think of. And that's what makes what we're building so beautiful. So I just want to say thank you. And Harini, sorry, I took a little bit of your time, but I just wanted to celebrate everyone, So thank you.
Oh, no problem at all, Alex. And thank you so much for all that acknowledgement there. Definitely, I have not met any of you in person today, but, I do feel very connected with each of you, and I've reached out separately and individually to many of you here. So I completely agree with Alex that it's as real as it can get right here. So, continue to show up to other events, to meet other women, more women. And it'll be great if you are able to share your feedback on this event in the community as well, so that others know the value out of it. So we need folks to come together, both virtually, offline, as well as, online during these events. So definitely, I'd love to see more engagement within the community. This is more of the community is very self-organized, and it's for us to be our own advocates. So you're welcome to share anything and everything. There is no, we are all here with good intention. So as long as, we are not having any hate speeches, which I don't think any of us women have it in us anyway. So, I think nothing is wrong for you to go ahead and share there. So at some point in time today, I'll just quickly walk you through, to get that community set up so you can get familiar with it and get started right away if you're not already using it in that aspect. But to Alex's point, we are just a click away. So, just reach out and, talk to us, send us direct messages and anything at all, and we'll be there. I think I went through the room except for Vanessa, Alex, and Frankie. I know you guys had a bit of small time there segment, but I think I want to maybe focus on Vanessa because I don't think she introduced herself fully. So let's go with Vanessa for her introduction, and then Frankie, Alex, I'll leave it up to you to see if you want to share more.
Oh, thank you, Harini. And yeah, I didn't introduce myself properly at the beginning. It happens. I'm Vanessa Mbamara. I'm Director of Marketing here at G Woman Media. At the moment, my focus is not on me. I've had over 40 years to build for myself, but at the moment, my focus is on my daughter. She's turning 17 in a couple of months, and she has two books. She's written two books, currently writing her third. She just graduated from a program where she developed an app that helps young girls learn how to code. And at this point, she reached out to me and she's like, Mommy, I need to learn how to market. I need to learn how to build my personal brand. So she's doing she started on LinkedIn, and she's learning a lot of things. And for me, my focus is helping her do the things that she wants to do, helping her become that woman, helping her share her message, build that confidence. And it's inspiring because during this journey I'm also learning that, when I was younger, I wanted to be able to have that opportunity to share that with my mom, or have someone teach me those things or show me the way. And for me, this is that opportunity to do that with her. So while I can talk about all the amazing things that I do, right now it's all about her. And not just because helping her helps other young girls and also other women, because being a single mom, and often at the same time it was a challenge, but having her understand that regardless of the challenges, regardless of everything happening, you can build. So we're focusing on the opportunities, focusing on what we can do, focusing on what we have, where we are, starting with that, and then being able to transform that and use that to impact other people. That's her message, and that's what I'm helping her build. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this. And yes, I'm
You're a
open for collaboration.
star.
Over 10 years as a marketer. I'm currently working in human services, building, helping to rebuild the systems. That is the support system that helps the people with disabilities and the people helping to provide those services. So I kind of connect with Amir with, helping people in that space. It's so important. And I mean, so much. I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, thank you for the opportunity to share this today.
Absolutely.
I feel like she's supposed to get an award now after she said that.
I love how Emma is in the room even though she's not in the room. Like
Yeah.
literally advocated for her and told us a lot of stories about her without even, knowing her. That is amazing.
Thank you.
I,
Emma
I
wants to
was
say something.
I was just going to say, Vanessa, why don't you just give me a piece that I can stick on LinkedIn and just talk about her work? Because it's perfect for me to inspire my audience, parents and anyone who might be in business about what your daughter's doing. And my God, if we could all do that for her, think of the reach she could get. It would be
Oh, I would love
amazing.
that. Thank you. I
So
will. I'll reach out definitely.
yeah,
Thank
if you
you.
definitely do that, I'd love to do that for her. Thank you.
It's amazing. The advocacy start at home, right? And thank you so much for being there for your daughter. So it's very rare that we as parents can, pass on certain skill set to our next generation because to Emmer's point, hard to get a teen interested in anything. But once they do, I think it's nice that we are able to contribute towards that. I don't know if I actually got to Rita. Did I miss you, Rita? Did I cover you?
Last but not least, yes, I'm here.
Hi, Rita. Sorry about that.
That's
Please.
okay.
Yeah,
Hello,
introduce-
everyone. So I'm the new director of events. I think I've been working with the team for about 2 months now, and it's been quite amazing. My background is in events. I've been in events for over 20 years. I started my career in the BBC. At some point in my life, I went to Nigeria, did all sorts of initiatives out there. I've been back in the UK and been working with corporates here, but I also have my business, Majestically Rare, which was registered in Nigeria, and now it's registered in the UK. I'm building different things. I'm also a happiness coach, although for a short while I haven't been doing that. I also have a coaching called Thrive at Work, Flourish at Life. That's just to help women with balance. So I think at this stage of my life, especially now that my children are all grown, my youngest is turning 20 this week, I just want to pour into, all sorts of things. I want to make the world a better place. It's part of my happiness thing, especially within our group with events. If you have a background in events or you love being in events, come and join me. We need volunteers. We're going to be doing a lot. There's going to be events every quarter. We're working on our summit, and so it's really exciting. And I know that even in my industry, events are changing with AI, new things are coming in. So even though I've been in this industry for a long time, I still want to learn because, I'm a lifelong learner. So it's really nice to hear all of the new people in here and everybody, the founders and the executives, all of you. So it's nice to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rita. And I'm sorry that I missed you there, but I'm glad that you got to share.
Marie,
Yes.
sorry to cut you short. Can I just share? Cresta is she's still in transit, but she did leave a message, if I may just share that. So Cresta is the queen of ops, and we all have this. If Cresta says this has to be done, it has to be done. She is the director of operations here at G Women Media. She's an author, podcaster, and a productivity coach. Hopefully, she'll be able to join us and share a little bit before the end of today.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Definitely all that.
Yeah.
Okay. And Frankie, do you want to introduce
I think most of you all know me, but
Still, for those who will watch.
For those, okay. I've been a media, I guess a broadcaster, media executive, social impact entrepreneur, especially community architect and author. I actually just went through and made a resume. I'd like to leave it for my kids. Just to show them how much stuff I've actually done, and the theme is really just builder, in different industries, but always gathering people and bringing them together. I've retired 3 times, and I come back and work because it makes me feel good, but as a master coach, and I hate the word, I really don't like the word coach because it's been overused, but I have found that when people hit midlife, and I wrote a book about midlife, and they've done everything that they want to do and they've achieved all of their goals, what they're looking for at that point is, what can I do now? And what can I do now is always giving back. And it just seems like I want to give back, and just like Deborah wants to give back now, she's going to help. And that service, that feeling of service is what really fuels us, I think, that makes us especially in the latter part of our lives. We're busy with our kids early on, you know, you're busy building and doing all that stuff. But now it's like, what can I do to serve? What can I do to help? What can I do to bring people up? I have 3 different coaching businesses, really. I have one for entrepreneurs, and it's called Rent a Believer. And Rent a Believer is really about me believing that you who want to build things know how to do it. You just don't have enough confidence. And so I'm going to give you my belief for a short period of time, and then you give it back. And that's it. And off I go. And I think that is really all people need sometimes is somebody who has their back. And that's what G Woman is. It's an opportunity in a place, in a community where people, women will have your back. And you can reach out to anybody here, I believe, and collaborate, or just say, hey, I've got a problem today. And that's why, for me, this community, and I've really stressed so many times, I don't want it to be transactional. I don't want it to be just business. And I will come in and I'll say, well, tell me about you. You know, what are you cooking today? What fuels you? What, you know, because I really want to know the you and not the business you are in, because we're all in business. Everybody, you know, is in business, but I can't help the business if I don't know the woman behind the business. And I think that's true for all of us. So, you know, the motivation that you have to do that business is with you. It's not necessarily with the business. And hopefully we're all doing things that we love to do. And so if you don't love to do it, the coach in me says, find a different role. You know, Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage. And I say, well, if all the world is a stage and you're not in the right role, then tell the director, who is you, to find a new one. What else can I do? And that's kind of what I've done my whole life. And people would look at it and they say, oh, that's pretty flaky. You know, you've gone from boxing to kickboxing to aesthetics and makeup art. And, you know, here I am writing books and doing all this stuff, but lifelong learner like Rita. And really it's about fueling your passion. I'm an artist, you know, I'm a professional artist. You can find me on Fine Art America. You know, you can find my books on Amazon. Those are kind of the legacy things. And I think the ultimate legacy will be G Woman Media, that when we pass that on, and I'm no longer here, maybe people will remember that, you know, those 5 women who started this. And like Alex always says, it always gives me chills when we think about it, that we have this really amazing opportunity to change the narrative for women. And we've never been asked before what it is we want to be known as, or what it is we find appealing about being a woman, or what is sexy, or what should our bodies look like, or any of the questions that are answered in so many magazines that men have decided for us. But we have this opportunity now for ourselves to ask ourselves hard questions and come up with those answers. And I think that's really exciting, difficult, fun, something for us to look forward to in the future and ask. And, you know, when you talk about children, children learn from their parents. I've always been a volunteer. I volunteered when my kids were in sports. I became, you know, the chair of the community sports things. And I started a roller blade hockey rink for my son because he played hockey in the winter, but nothing in the summer. He wanted to play hockey. So I started that. And now all my children are volunteering. My daughter gets Volunteer of the Year award every year for the police association, or for kids, or Jeans for Teens, or whatever it is. They're out there doing that, and they do it because they saw me do it. And so you don't even have to say anything. Yeah, they go through their teenage years and they're, you know, you wish you could pick them up 5 years later and bring them home when they're, you know, nice people again. But they have seen you and they have learned from you. And so that's what's important, I think. Always fuel their dreams. Don't be a dream killer, especially when they're young. If I can tell you a really quick story, my son really wanted a Jeep. He was 16, couldn't drive, really wanted this Jeep. We drove 2 hours out of my way to take him to see this car that had no floorboards, had these big tires that couldn't even go around when the truck was moving, all of this stuff. And he's like, oh, wasn't this amazing, Mom? And he couldn't even drive it. I had to drive it. It was stick. And then a couple of, 20 minutes later, he goes, that really was a piece of shit, wasn't it? I go, yeah, it was. But the point was, I didn't say before we left, no, we're not going to do that. It's stupid. I fueled his dream, let him have it, and let him decide it was no longer the dream anymore. And I think that's what's really important. So fuel your children's dreams and fuel your own. So if you're not in that right role, get it, find it, do it. That's all I have to say. Sorry. I don't know what else to say. That was it.
Apologize ever. These are all definitely, we all need a forum to share so much. We just need to continue to share because you don't know which content is going to click with somebody else who could relate to it, right?
That's
So,
it.
but I think we have multiple facets and multiple hats and a lot of goodness on all of us. So feel free to share. Don't ever apologize for being who you are, and please share that more in the community as well. In segments and pieces in different room, so that others can chime in. I do see somebody new joining us here in the room, Chioma Alice. Hi, Chioma, you there?
Hi.
Hi, did I say your name right? I'm sorry if I messed that
Yes,
up.
please. You can call me Alice. That's fine.
Yes, all right. All right. Would you like to quickly introduce yourself for us here?
Oh, okay. So I was in a group and some persons shared, I think Clara also, I really don't know her personally, but she was a part of the group I am, like Nigerians in the UK group, like Africans in the UK. So she just posted the link, the ladies, join the party. We are live. Like, okay, let me see what's going on. And the last person that just had that made a speech or something, and I think I could really relate with her, like having confidence, and I mean, just that I just joined like 15 minutes ago, but I could feel the frequency, the how will I say the energy, So yeah, I'm new here. I want to learn as much as I can. So yeah. Thank you for having me.
Sure,
Nice to
Alice.
see you, Alice.
Yes. What was that?
Welcome, Alice, and thank you for joining. So I'm going
Thank
to
you.
connect
Thanks
with
for
you a
having
little
me.
bit later on and invite you into the community because we want you to come join us there too.
Oh, okay. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank
And look who
you.
joined us. Then Dr. Aninda's here. Hi.
Yeah.
As always, I'm traveling and I have a bus in just half an hour. I went to Delhi, but I have too many updates and I'm very happy today. So now finally I can say my story, my dream of from scars to stars is getting fulfilled. So today I was a chief guest and a keynote speaker at the inauguration of the Institute of the Media and Journalism and Filmmakers. So I gave a keynote speech there on this for this 150 students and producers from Cannes Festival, Dubai, and the Russia, and ambassadors from Spain, and everyone was there. And also, first time it was a United Nations flag on my seat because I became the next generation leader. I have cleared my exam, and my project they want to scale it up to be taken up as an international policy by WHO, UN, UNICEF, and UN Women and everywhere.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And that one project was that was an exam project given to me on Saturday, and that was about AI governed mental system to trap the mental health awareness in rural and urban areas of India and South Asia. So I made a website about that, but I changed the topic that why should we be AI governed? It should be human governed, but AI assist, because human compassion and human touch cannot be replaced. So WHO Geneva director, he said they want to adapt it for everyone and all over the world. And was today I also announced here about G Women. Also, I announced in the talk as my project is about the media to bring the change. That is with United Nations, and they are going to like now they have opened the funding for the short movies and feature films also, and all the festivals. So whoever is interested, let me know about. I will share the project that is breaking stigma for the cause, and it has podcast and journals and like I keep on getting the funding for the films and I don't know what to do. So I will be uh, sharing with G Women and taking as a partner. Women Media. Right now, because I had to do it in a day, like suddenly my project was changed. So overnight I had to do it. So I took my friends like World Cinemas from New York, and from Bollywood I took Vibhu Kashyap. He has been into Netflix and Z and all, and Asur director and NRI Wives movies and Watering the Grassroots. He makes for like United Nations Developmental Goals. And today Marva Studios, they said, and G Women, I already announced that of course they will be with me.
That's amazing.
So
Thank
it
you.
is going to be funding for the movies and media for 2 years next two.
That's amazing.
And of course, I cannot do anything alone without you. You all have to do, of course.
Well, you seem
Proud of
very
you.
happy, Dr. Aninda. You seem like you're right in your element,
Yes.
and
And
you're just
another,
doing the
yeah.
things you want to do. So well done. Kudos. We're here cheering you on. We'll keep rooting for you. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and another thing was I am becoming the Jena Declaration Ambassador for UNESCO. I think I WhatsApp ranting, and Alex has been very patient listening to my rants also, all even whatever odd time it is, she has been very supportive and I really thank her. And but the Jena Declaration UNESCO, it is about to bring the change using arts, humanities, and storytelling. And I have signed the MOU with them, and now they are going to make me ambassador for that, and to bring the sustainability change. So that is by UNESCO chair Benno Berlins, and I have told him about G Women, and I would like if G Women can also sign the MOU, because the partners are basically the World's Art and Academy of Arts and Science, the Rome Club, the Ghost Club, then all the like Greek club, like all I don't even know, like all artistic and the movie clubs are the partners. So, and the idea is that to be the part of the smiling revolution, that stop making policies, they keep on being in the papers. And to bring the change, it should be, I believe that igniting change one mind at a time. So that is what Jena Declaration says, to start from the bottom, one mind at a time. And arts is a powerful tool and storytelling is a powerful tool. So the Jena Declaration
Wow.
of UNESCO is
Wow,
on
wow,
that.
wow.
So I'm
Well,
going to
that
be
is
ambassador
so
for that. Yeah.
fascinating. So fascinating, truly.
So that's really nice. It is UNESCO Chair of Sustainability in Germany. He is.
Well
Awesome.
done, Dr.
We look
Aninda. Well
forward to
done.
seeing more of your stories being covered in the G Women magazine and podcast. So looking forward to hearing all of that in the future.
So I don't know, like since yesterday, so I'm not able to keep the tab also. Because then another was Amrit Ratna Awards. Only 200 people are invited from India, and I got to meet Zeenat Aman, I got to meet Alia Bhatt, I got to meet Shubhangi Iyer. She was very impressive. She has made all the visibility thing in the 50% rate for all the airports, and now more than 200 airports are used, 190 airports are using her plan, and airport stations. So visibility is clear, and she is a 70-year-old lady who has never stepped out of India.
I think what we need to do, actually, Dr. Aninda, is we need to have a special session with you to pull out all
Yeah,
these things, because
I would love to share
honestly,
the
it's
things then,
quite
because
fascinating. It's quite
I always
fascinating.
use
Yeah, so
2024 I separated, and that time I started saying I now want to be from scarf to stars. And yes, today I actually felt, I will share my pic. It was like 10 news reporters were standing and I was talking and I was like, oh my God.
Dr. Anita, this is amazing. I do have to, sorry to interrupt you, but we would have to continue the
Yeah,
segment so
yeah, of
that we
course I
can
will
wrap this
share
up.
definitely.
But we'll
Yeah.
definitely catch
And
up with
I
you
would love if
offline on
G
this.
Women can
All right.
take like my workshops which I have made, because they have actually saved 11,000 survivors, which United Nations has sent me the impact factor.
All right.
So
Awesome.
that I would like to put on the site, yeah, permanently.
Definitely. Is it going to be Vanessa taking over next,
So
or
I'm gonna
Frida?
we're nearly wrapping up, but we're coming to the celebration part. So DJ, please play me some upbeat music just for a few minutes, if there's anything. Or if we have any singers in the house.
I've been looking forward to this segment. Yes.
So
Did you say
I want
DJ
everybody
play
to
me
turn on their cameras.
We're right here.
Okay.
The party animals
you
are right
can.
here.
Right.
I don't know if there's anything. Let's
Okay,
see.
if there's no music, is there any singers in the house? You know?
Singers. Okay.
Let's see.
Screw that one up.
So all I want you to do
Alex
is
is a singer, incidentally.
sorry, what did you say?
Alex is a bit of a singer.
Yeah, Alex, give us a little song. So we're gonna make a sign, a gesture, or a smile that says, "I'm part of the power of 10." So everybody, one by one, say that either with a smile, a gesture, you know, or even in the chat. But that's what I want each and every one of us to do. So I will. Okay. I'm part of the power of 10. Alex, take over and pass along.
Okay, I'm part of the power of 10.
Pass along to the next person.
Yeah.
Okay,
I will
over
have
to
to
you.
say, I am the power of 10. I am not the part of 10. I am equal to the 10.
Great.
And
Next.
power of 100. I am part of power of 100, but I am equal to 10, definitely.
Okay.
So do we have to pass it along? Yes.
Yes, please. Pass it along. Okay. Dr. Anita. Okay, Clara, do you want to
I'll just take
go
it.
ahead?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am part of the power of 10, and I'm passing it along to Vanessa.
Great.
I am part of the power of 10. Next person.
I'll go. I'm part of the power of 10, and I'll pass it to Emer.
I'm part of the power of 10.
Nice.
Thank you.
And who are you passing it along to? Mute.
You're muted. You're muted.
Rita.
Oh, I've already said it.
I'm trying to see. I can hardly see anyone up the top of the screen.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because of the music.
That's right. Is anyone else? Has anyone else?
Alla's here. Alla.
Has
I'm
anyone else
part of the
spoken?
power of 10.
Great.
Good job.
Anyone else? Cresta? Okay, she's in transit. Anyone?
Mary.
I am
Alright.
part of the power of 10, and I'll pass it to Lisa.
I am part of the power of 10, and I have no idea who hasn't gone yet.
Harini?
I am part of Power of 10, and I see somebody new joining us. I'm not sure what her name is.
What about Cresta?
Ajibike.
Yes, that's good enough, I guess.
I'm part of the power of 10. And I'm passing it to Clara.
Yeah, let's have that music. Let's have the music.
Hey, Cresta.
Who is Cresta passing to?
Cresta.
I'm here now.
Okay.
I'm part of the power of 10.
Yay.
And who are you passing it to, Cresta?
Oh, is there anyone, has Choma gone?
So I think that we have a new member, Ajibike.
I can't wait to dance.
Mute.
Hello, sorry, I can't use my video at the moment.
Okay.
I'm at work, so just on break, so just saw it and just decided to join to know what it's all about.
Right. Hi, Ajibike.
Yeah, hello. Hello, everyone. Nice meeting you all.
Nice to meet you.
On behalf of Ajibike, I think she's part of the power of 10.
All right.
Like that.
Thank you, Durajai. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
DJ, play that music. And then we'll take a picture.
Do you hear anything? I'm not sure.
Yes,
if you
we
hear
do.
anything.
Yes, we do. We do.
We do.
Okay, so we're
Alex, how many hats do you wear? You're now the DJ, you are the tech person, you are an actor, a podcaster, radio show host.
Okay, if the music is not musicking, we can leave that out and we can just take a group picture together.
It will music, it will come in the end. So we can move it along
Right.
until Madam DJ is ready.
Oh, you know.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh,
You have it.
But it was
it stopped, but it's
There you
okay.
go.
stopped. Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's people who haven't gone.
I think everybody's gone. Alice, did you
Oh,
go?
wait. Has Alice gone? Has Allah gone?
Yep. Yeah,
Alla
did.
went.
Allah went. Yeah.
Amazing.
All
So
right.
can we get a group picture together, everyone?
Okay. So get ready to
Like a
smile,
pose.
everybody.
Put your cameras on.
Okay, smile.
Hello.
I always
Yeah,
say
like
smile. I'm the only one not smiling. Okay, one last one, everyone. Smile, say cheese.
paneer.
Okay.
No, if we say paneer, it's better smile.
Say paneer. Oh, paneer
That's
is a good
Hindi of
word.
cheese.
Paneer.
That's Hindi of cheese.
So Clara, I pass it on to you.
Oh, God.
To
The wrap up.
Our
Okay.
toast.
Oh, is it that time?
It's that time.
Okay, I forgot my. Okay, has everybody got a drink of choice? And as I speak, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for my glass of wine to reach me. But
I do have a cup of tea here.
Actually, I
that will do.
Cup of tea.
That will do. All right, so that came to an end really quick. I was really having fun with that. So ladies, please raise whatever you have. As I said, someone's going to deliver my glass of wine to me very soon. But raise whatever you have.
Calling all.
Let's make this meaningful. So whether that is a glass of tea, water, coffee, squash, wine, Irish cream, my favorite, whatever it is, raise it up. And let's just say, here's to the power of 10. And basically, here's to the woman who opens the door, right? The woman who walks through the door. Here's also to the woman who turns back and says, hey, come join me. And may all those seeds, every seed that we plant every day as we show up as our authentic selves, as we pull up a chair for another woman, as we hold the door open for somebody else, as we say, hey, come join me, it's something amazing happening here, as we straighten the other woman's crown, as we elevate women's voices, as we build platforms that, just take visibility to the next level for women globally. As we do all of these things, I believe that these things are seeds. And I believe that they are the seeds that we're putting in the ground and planting today. And I know that they are going to bear fruit, huge, luscious fruit that will endure for the generations behind us. I always say that we are holding space for the G woman of tomorrow. So here's to one voice, which is what Power of 10 is all about, in case you missed the memo. Here's to one voice becoming 10. Here's to 10 voices becoming 100. Here is to everything that we're doing becoming this powerful movement that no woman anywhere in the world can resist. Here's to G Woman. Here's to that ripple effect. Here's to us. So what I want you to say is to say, here's to me, call your name, and then say, here's to G Woman. So here's to me, Clara. And here is to G Woman.
And here is the G woman.
And here's to all the wonderful, amazing drinks that we're building together.
Thank you for that.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Amazing.
Clara does the best toast.
Whiskey.
Where's the whiskey?
You know what would be nice? I don't know what else is on the agenda, but this thing just keeps coming back to me. How about if we can get the music to work? we do this whole pass the baton thing. Everyone actually gets up. I've been sitting on this seat this morning. I do need to get up and do a little jiggle. I would love for us to let our hair down. And what better way to do it than, just do a little jiggle and say, Vanessa, and then Vanessa passes it to somebody else. And let's just dance ourselves our way out of this wonderful space. That's